wrap up divisional weekend, shall we? Oh, boy. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are for the final game of divisional weekend. And we wrap things up in Chicago. We've got the number 5 seeded Los Angeles Rams, who took down the 4 seed Carolina Panthers in the wild card round, facing off against the 2 seeded Chicago Bears, who rallied in an unbelievable comeback to take down the 7th seed, the Green Bay Packers. Now, these two teams are ready to battle it out to see which of these two teams will head to Seattle to take on the Seahawks in the NFC Championship game. Currently in Chicago, it is chilly as ever. 19 degrees with snow flurries, but the wind chill drops it down to 7. That being said, let's do this thing. We are back and we are ready to go. So, let's do this thing, folks. Forgot my mouse. There we go. All right. We're ready to go. We're ready to get this game started. So, like I said, winner of this game advances to Seattle to face the Seahawks in the championship. We know the Patriots and the Broncos are facing off in the AFC Championship, but in the NFC side, we got to find an opponent for Seattle. So let's do this thing. It's the Rams and the Bears. And Chicago will start with the ball first. Ethan Evans will kick this away. Duvernay and Blackwell awaiting as the kick returners. The final game of divisional weekend is here. Let's do this thing. And away we go from Chicago. Here's the return by Devin Duvernay down to the 37-yard line. And here we go. Here comes Caleb Williams and the Bears offense. All right, let's get into it, shall we? First down for the Bears from their own 37-yard line. Williams will start with a throw. To his right side, pass is caught. DJ Moore with a big gain right out of the gate. Down to the 28-yard line of the Rams. Holy cow, they're wasting no time. DJ Moore, wide open and took off for a massive pickup. What a start. Gain of 35, ensuing first down for the 29. Here goes DeAndre Swift on the handoff. Down to the 23-yard line. Rams think the football came out. Officials are signaling that Swift was down by contact. And it's second down. Elbow was down. That is going to be second down. Second and 5. Williams throws to his left. Incomplete through the hands of the intended receiver, Rome Odunze. He had Odunze, man. All he had to do was catch it a little earlier, and that would have been an instant touchdown. Ooh. Off his right hand through his elbow. So close. Third and 5. Swift will try to push through. He won't get it. Denied by the Rams. A gain of only 2. It'll be 4th and 3, and the Bears' quick momentum gets halted. Now, one thing to remember. The Bears went for it a lot on 4th downs in the last game that they played against the Packers on the wild card round. It looks like they're going to try to do the same thing here. 4th and 3 from the 21. They are playing aggressive early. Williams looking, throws, intercepted, picked off by the Rams. It's Durant back the other way and brought down to the 16-yard line. Exactly like last week against the Packers. On a 4th down, the Bears took a big risk and failed with an interception. The Rams will take over at the 16-yard line. And as he was heading to the sideline, Williams grasping onto that right hand of his in pain. His throwing hand might be hurt. Something to monitor as the Rams will start their opening drive at the 16. And the Bears get no points to start off this divisional round game. Would have thought that would be how this game would start. It's 5s of last week when they faced the Packers. They took an early risk on a 4th down and failed. So, it's going to be interesting this year in terms of sports because after the Super Bowl, we've got the UFL, we've got the World Cup taking place this summer in North America, of all places. I think North Central America. And then in the winter, we're going to have the Winter Olympics. So, lots of crazy things unfolding this year in sports, and I'm excited for it. Oh, the right finger's bent off at the hand of a Rams player. That was where Williams had his throwing hand in pain. Here's Matthew Stafford on first down, overthrows his intended receiver, and it sails incomplete. So some of his fingers bent awkwardly as he threw that fourth down pass. Ugh, that did not look good. Second and 10 from the 15. Stafford over the middle. Pass is going to be caught. Puka Nacua first down at the 30. Puka Nacua making his presence well known early. First down for the Rams. Stafford. Incomplete for Kyren Williams. All right. Second down at 10 for the Rams. Stafford throws. Pass is going to be caught. First down at the 45. Singleton, the tight end, making the catch for the first down for the Rams. First down from the 45 now for the Rams. Hand off to Kyren Williams right at the middle. Past the 50 to the 49-yard line. It'll bring up second down and short. Let's bring the camera down just a little bit. There we go. Gain of 6 by Williams, second and 4 from the 48-yard line. Bears in the NFL have had 33 takeaways this season, most in the league. And the game clock whistles down, and the game clock goes down all the way to zeros, and they're going to throw the flag. But prior to the flag being thrown, the Rams did burn their first timeout. So the Rams get away with one. They avoid a delay of game and will have their first timeout exhausted. Woo! Good thing about this game starting early is that when it's all over, I can actually have time to relax. So Matthew Stafford, 277 yards per game, 46 touchdowns, led the NFL in both of those stats. 2nd and 4. Gift to Kyren Williams. Runs into a Bear defender from behind, and he's only going to pick up a single yard. That'll now bring up 3rd down. Middle of the road in terms of 3rd down conversions for the Rams. 3rd and 3. Stafford throws. Nakua's got it. 1st down. At the Bears' 43-yard line. First down from the 44. Williams on the handoff. On the right side. Picks up a solid gain of 8. Second down and 3. Play clock winding down. Stafford, wide open, Singleton. Whittington. Whittington with the 1st down. I called him Singleton earlier. No, it's Whittington who made the catch for the 1st down. Now from the 16-yard line on 1st down. Stafford. End zone incomplete for Colby Parkinson. Off his right hand of the turf for the incompletion. Dang. Second down and 10. Stafford throws. Caught by Kyren Williams down to the 11. Picks up 6. It'll be 3rd and 4. 7.5 left to go in this first quarter. Third and 4, Stafford. Caught for the 1st down. It's Kyren Williams, 1st and goal. Oh, boy. Here we go. 1st and goal for the Rams. They're at the 4-yard line of the Bears. Stafford fakes the handoff. Has time. Looking. trying to find somebody and cannot. He just gets rid of it. Throws it away. Brings up 2nd and goal. Williams in the backfield. Nacua in motion. Williams gets the handoff. And he is in! Touchdown Rams! Kyren Williams scores it, and the Rams are the first to score in this divisional weekend match. They just left them a wide open lane. Got just enough to get in, and the Rams take the early lead. Now here's Mevis for the extra point. It's up and through. Rams are up 7-0 over Chicago. And they are able to cash in on the interception from that 4th down play by the Bears. Oh, boy. Oh, man. Oh, God. God, stretching like that hurt. Golly. Ugh. All right, here is the kickoff to the Bears. And it goes into the end zone for a touchback. We'll start at the 35. All right, Bears looking to try to atone for their previous mistake because, again, they were being aggressive on 4th down on the opening drive. You can understand them being deep in enemy territory, but they allowed a touchdown after that. So they got to try to atone for what they did. Can't let that touchdown they allowed phase them. First down from the 20-yard line for the Bears. Hand off to Kamanungai. Nowhere to go, man. Wrestled down by the Rams. Second and 12. Williams throws, caught by Luther Burden, gets out of a tackle, cuts back, Burden, all kinds of running room, and gets 11. Sets them up for a third and manageable one. Third and inches. Hand off to Manungai. He'll get the first down very easily. So Caleb Williams, in the wild card game against Green Bay, was able to pick up his 7th comeback win in the fourth quarter, now leading the NFL in that stat. Now from the 31, Williams with all kinds of time, now running out. Flushed out to his left, he'll throw, and it's incomplete for Colston Loveland. Had him wide open, and he dropped it. Completely missed him. It was a perfect throw. All Loveland had to do was hold on to it, and it slipped out. Second down. Williams throws tipped, but still caught. Olamide Zaccheaus will pick up 9. On a bobble, he was able to adjust, make the catch, and pick up 9. Third and 1 from the 40. Swift on the right side, a whole lot of room. Past the 50 into the Rams territory at the 46. Easily picks up the first down. Boy, what a run. Coming up on 3 minutes left in the first quarter. From the 47 of the Rams. This might be a free play. It will be. Williams trying to capitalize, and it's caught! Colston Loveland to the 23! It was a free play. A Rams player jumped, and Williams capitalized on it. There's the confirmation. Offside on the Rams. It's declined. Loveland picks up a first down. Wow. Now from the Rams 23. Here's Monangai cutting through the Rams defenders. Down to the 9. Oh, what a run. First and goal for the Bears. Kyle Monangai with a powerful run. Wow. That was crazy. Disregarding Rams defenders. Just, he trucked a man on his way to the 9. First and goal from the 9. Back to Monangai. This time the Rams stuff him up for a gain of just 2. DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai are the only NFL teammates each with 750 or more yards. And by that I mean rushing yards. Second and goal. Monangai will try again. Down to the 3. It'll be third and goal with a minute left in the first quarter. Bears looking to try to punch it in and potentially tie this game up. Third and goal. And we have a timeout taken on the field. The Bears use their first timeout. So mad at this yawning, man. Here we go, third and goal. Hand up to Monangai. He will not get it. Only a yard gained at best. And this will take us to the end of the first quarter, and the Bears are going to have quite the decision to make, because it'll be fourth and goal from the 2 when the second quarter starts in just a moment. Oh, buddy. Do the Bears play as aggressive as they did on the last drive, or do they just play conservative and take the 3? We'll find out very shortly. For now, I got to grab myself a snack and my drink that I left in the fridge to wait it out. So I'll be right back with the start of the second quarter. Okay, well, I'm an idiot. I was completely dumb and thought that the Winter Olympics are going to start in December this year. But then I remembered, oh crap, that was illogical. They actually started in February, the Friday before the Super Bowl. So yeah, that was stupid on my part. Confused the dates for the Winter Olympics. Meanwhile, here, the Bears are going for it on 4th and goal. They're going aggressive. Here's Williams on 4th down. Pass is caught. Touchdown, Bears! It's DJ Moore. And this time the risk on 4th down pays off. The Bears now get on the board and are an extra point away from tying up this ball game. Wow, what an answer. And what a risk. Didn't work on the last drive, but this time, worked to perfection. All right, here is the extra point by Cairo Santos. And it's good. This game is tied. 7-all as the second quarter starts off with a touchdown. All right, here is the kickoff to the Rams. Goes all the way to the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, here we go. First down for the Rams from their own 35. Stafford, pressure coming. Throws it up. And it's incomplete. In the double coverage, nearly intercepted, but it sails incomplete. Second and 10. Stafford throws. Pass is going to be caught. Mumfield with the catch. It'll be third and short for the Rams. 3rd and 4. From the 41, Stafford throws incomplete. Football landed behind the intended receiver. No shot for it to be caught. All right, so here's Evans to punt this away. Duvernay back to receiver for the Bears. Duvernay going backwards on the return. He's got to try to salvage something out of this. He's past the 10. He's past the 15. Gets all the way down to the 19-yard line and avoids a disaster in terms of field position. Whew. Quite the run back. Here we go. First down for the Bears. Williams will throw. Moore's got the catch. Cannot get out of the one tackler pursuing him. No gain. Brought down to the line of scrimmage. There's a first sighting of Worthless tonight. Luckily, I don't have to worry about warning my buddy because he can look away as he pleases. Second down from the 20. Williams hit as he throws. Incomplete for Loveland. It's now 3rd and 10 for the Bears. Third and 10. Quick throw from Williams to Loveland. Trying to get some blockers. He can only pick up 6 and will not have enough for the first down. I would imagine they get equally as aggressive because it's a 4th and 4 deep in their own territory. They're going to punt. Here's the punt. Fair caught at the 17. So I'll be where the Rams will take over in just a moment. Fortunately, both the Rams and Bears exchange 3 and outs. First down for the Rams. Hand off to Williams. Nowhere to go. Brought down by the Bears. Second down and 10. Stafford. Pitched in, complete. Or now they rule it backwards progress. Turned out it was a fumble recovered by Williams for a loss of 2. It might have gone forward. I don't know. And they rule it as a loss of 1. So it's 3rd and 11. Stafford looking, throws, it's caught! First down for Ferguson. First down for the 42-yard line. Pressure on Stafford. He doesn't even see him. Brisker brings him down for the sack. Brisker was just unblocked, and he had an easy shot at a sack on Stafford, and he got him. Second and 17, Williams only gets to the 40. Third and 11. Stafford looking. He's going deep with this. It is incomplete, and Brisker almost intercepted it, but it is an incomplete pass. Oh. Rams are going to be forced to punt once again. Here's the punt by the Rams to the Bears. Fair caught at the 16 by Duvernay. Still a tie ball game. Brisk strawberry melon. Cannot recommend it enough. And there's caffeine in this too. Milligrams of caffeine. Lord have mercy, I'm going to be fired up. Maybe now I won't have a reason to freaking yawn. First down for the Bears. Here's DeAndre Swift. He will take it to the 21-yard line. Well, ever since those 2 touchdowns have happened, it's been defensive dominance. But this could all change. And, oh, God. Worthless supposedly dyed the top of his head black and tried to put hair dye on it, but I'm like, dude, it still doesn't change the fact that you're still intolerable to look at. 2nd and 7. Toss from Williams. It's going to be caught by, who is that? 81. I don't know who that is, but he picks up a gain of 5. I meant to say intolerable. All right, 3rd down and 2. Williams throws. Loveland's got the catch. First down at the 37-yard line. Now from the 36 on first down. Quick throw from Williams. Luther Burden is open. Burden will go down to the 42-yard line with forward progress. We'll bring up a 2nd and 4 from the looks of it. And make that a 2nd and 3. Williams on 2nd down, pitches it to Monangai. Monangai with a first down and more, down near the 40-yard line of the Rams. Bears move the chains. All right, first down from the 41. Williams with a man coming towards him. Pressure. Incomplete. It's going for Odunze. Rams defender was in hot pursuit towards Williams, and he got rid of it just in time. So it sails incomplete. 2nd down with 5:39 left to go in the half. On 2nd down, handoff. Swift! Oh, will be very close to the first down, and I think he got it. It's going to depend on the spot. It's either 3rd short or a first down. And they will rule it a 3rd and short. Clock winding down now. 3rd and 1. Swift think he got it. I think the Rams denied him, and they did. 4th down. Here we go. 4th down. Bears are going for it. Here's Monangai. I don't think he got that one. No, he did not. Turnover on downs. It goes to the Rams. Monangai is denied the 1st down, and the Rams force a turnover on downs. Wow. All right, we'll be right back. All right. Switched to my shorts just because they were more comfortable here. First down for the Rams. Stafford throws incomplete for Puka Nacua. Second and 10. Pressure on Stafford. Incomplete. Colby Parkinson. 3rd down. Oh, buddy. They got a first down? How? How was that? How did they pick up a first down? Did I miss something? They handed it off, and it turned out to be second down. Wow, okay, so apparently the Rams did pick up a first down, and I wasn't paying attention. Stafford on 2nd and 9. He's airing this out. Pass sail's incomplete for Davante Adams. This is the first time he's been targeted this whole game. At least to my knowledge. It's now 3rd down. Third and 9 for the Rams. From the 38-yard line. Stafford, pressure coming. He's sacked. Well, that'll let the Rams drive. 4th down. Wow. Here's the punt by the Rams to the Bears. Return from the 30. Here's Duvernay down to the 38. And the Bears go back to work in just a moment with 2:54 left in the half. Of course, Walter Payton, Man of the Year. Got to highlight this is there in Chicago. Nominees for each team. For the Rams, it's Kyron Williams. And for the Bears, it's DJ Moore. First down for the Bears from the 38. Williams Throws it deep. It's caught. Romo Dunze to the 35 of the Rams. First down, Bears. What a start to the drive. Oh, buddy. What a catch. First down from the 35 of the Rams. And up to Monangai, immediately wrapped up and nowhere to go. No gain. And we are now at the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remain in this first half. Alrighty. Second and 9, coming out of the 2-minute warning. Williams will throw. Pass is going to be caught by Monangai. Down to the 30. He improvised to avoid a sack. It's now 3rd and about 5 for the Bears. Can they score some points before they get the ball to start the second half? Or, wait, no. No, I take that back. Can they score some points before the end of the half? Because keep in mind, the Rams get it to start the second half. I was wrong. Bears got it to start the game. All right, 3rd down and 4. Williams, quick throw. Pass is going to be incomplete for Colston Loveland. 4th down. Dang. So now they're going to bring out Cairo Santos for a field goal. Official distance on this field goal try is going to be 48 yards to give the Bears a 3-point lead. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good. Bears are up 10-7. Probably going to relax during halftime just so I don't end up sitting in this chair the whole time. Let's see, if I was in the gaming room, I would do Fortnite, but it's Sunday, so it's not open. Of course, keep an eye on chat during halftime. If I get rated, I will hop right back on and say hi to each and every one of y'all. All right, here is the kickoff to the Rams on the return. And brought down, I believe, near the 20-yard line, maybe inside the 20. Oh, Whittington just got blasted immediately. All right. Since the first drive, Stafford has only had 2 completions and has taken 3 sacks. First down, Stafford throws to Nacua. Nacua down to the 28. Rams have 2 timeouts. Gonna try to get some points before the end of the half. Even though they get it to start it. Even though they get it to start the second half. 2nd and 3, Stafford's pass, caught! Tyler Higbee with the catch! First down, Rams into Bears territory. And now they will use their 2nd timeout. First down from the 46. Stafford. Pass is caught. Kyron Williams down to the 42. 30 seconds left. It's clock continuing to count down. And now they'll burn their final timeout. Second down at 6. Pressure on Stafford. Throws. Williams got the catch. Williams has a first down at the 27-yard line, but they got to hustle. They have no timeouts left. Uh-oh, now a flag comes down late. Oh, buddy, there is a flag down. Hold on. Oh, Lord have mercy. Dexter Sr., number 99 of the Bears defense, shoves somebody from the Rams. And that is going to be an unnecessary roughness penalty on the Bears. And that will give the Rams an automatic first down. $18 seconds left. First down for the Rams from the 14-yard line. Stafford throws, end zone, incomplete for Davante Adams. On second down, Stafford throws that one away. Intended for Higbee. Third down. All right, third down and 10. Stafford throws that one away, and they are going to go for the field goal with 3 seconds left. So they're going to bring out Harrison Mevis. This is going to be a 32-yard attempt to tie this game up at halftime. Good snap, good hold, and the kick is good. We have a 10-all ball game at halftime. Remember, the Rams get it to start the second half. All right, you know the drill. Going to lie down in bed, relax for a little bit during halftime, and if I get rated in the channel, which I'll keep an eye out on, I'll come back on immediately. Otherwise, I'll see you for the second half. Be right back. Okay, I think we're ready to start the second half. So let's get into it. A good ball game so far. We are tied up at 10 apiece. And as previously mentioned, it'll be the Rams that get the ball to start the second half. So currently tied up at 10 apiece. Biggest difference between these two quarterbacks is that Matthew Stafford has been sacked 3 times in this first half. Stafford against the blitz has not handled it well. 9 blitzes, 5 pressures, and a season-high 2 sacks. Wide receiver comparison, Davante Adams has had his only first half this season without a reception. He's had 2 targets, but never caught a single one of them for a reception. So, could things change here in the second half? Only one way to find out. Santos will kick this away, and the second half is underway. And we continue from Chicago. The return goes down to the 26-yard line. And the Rams go back to work. First down, here is a handoff to Kyren Williams for a gain of 7-8 yards. And there is worthless. Oh, Lord have mercy. Gain of 7, second down and 3. Back to... Actually, it's not Kyren Williams this time. They hand off to Blake Corum for a first down. Here is a toss on first down to Whittington, and he goes absolutely nowhere. The Bears bring him back for a yard. So loses a yard. It'll be second and 11. On second down, pass is caught by Colby Parkinson. It'll be third down. He's just short of the first down. Oh, great. Now that I sneeze, my shoulder's going to hurt again. I don't know why this happens a lot when I freaking sneeze, man. Oh, this freaking hurts. 3rd and 4. Stafford's pass is incomplete for Puka Nacua. And it's 4th down. Oh my God. Ugh. Ugh. Lord have mercy. I don't know why every time I sneeze, another body part just hurts. Like I'm feeling pain in my shoulder when I just did a sneeze. It's ridiculous. Here's the punt to Chicago. Goes into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start the opening drive of the second half from their own 20. All right. Wow, good job, JC. Didn't even unmute your mic there. Well, nobody was going to hear that anyway. Now, what I was saying was that Discord server that I'm a part of is getting hacked with some of the most inappropriate images I think I've ever seen posted in a Discord server. Like, it was ridiculous. I'm not going to go into details about it, but let's just say it was unbearable to look at. So first down, it was a short gain by DeAndre Swift. Second down, it is a catch by DJ Moore for a... And it'll set them up for a third and short. All right, it'll be third down and 1 for the Bears. They will try a sneak. And with the second effort, they'll get it. First down for the Bears. First down from the 15. Williams throws to his left. It's going to be incomplete for DJ Moore. Took a shot as he tried to make the catch. Incomplete, man. Second down and 10. Here's Swift runs it through the middle, and he will pick up 8. You cut back inside. He's going to be just a couple yards shy of the first down. It'll be third down at 2. Ugh. There go my ears again itching, man. Third and 2. Swift going to the left side, trying to pick up the first down. It does. To the 29. Here is Swift on first down. Powering through defenders. Holy cow, picked up 5 yards. Boy, Swift is just one of those powerful running backs that just refuses to go down. Second and 6. Williams throws to his right. Incomplete. Oh, Colston Loveland almost made the catch as he fell to the ground. But no, it just ended up touching the ground. Third down at 6. Williams throws to his right. Incomplete off the hands of Romo Dunze. And it'll be fourth down. The Bears will have to punt. Here's the punt. And fair caught at the 23-yard line. All right, first down from the 24 for the Rams. Pressure on Stafford. He gets strip sacked and recovers his own fumble, but they go backwards, man. The offensive line just got penetrated. As soon as they snapped the ball, Stafford had no chance to try to throw or run with it or anything. Just penetrated through, strip sacked, and Stafford very lucky to recover his own fumble. Oh, could have very well turned it over, and Chicago could have had life. That's their fourth sack on Stafford tonight. 2nd and 18, they hand off to Kyren Williams. He'll take it down to the 26. Still going to be third down and long, though, for the Rams. Third down and 8. Rams just get the snap off. Stafford throws. It is going to be caught, but not enough for the first down. Mumpfield with the catch. He's going to be 3 yards shy of the first down. Punt is fair caught. The Bears will take over. Might be playing some online board games with some buddies of mine here very shortly. right, first down for the Bears from the 23. 5.5 left to go. Here's Swift on the left side. Down to the 28, 27-yard line. A gain of 4. Here is DJ Moore on second down, and he'll pick it up. On the catch and run, DJ Moore moves the chains for Chicago. We're still at a tie ball game here with 4.5 left to go in the third quarter. Remember, winner of this game advances to Seattle to face the Seahawks in the NFC Championship. First down from the 35. Williams flushes out to his right. Has a man in his face, and the pass is incomplete. That either was double or triple coverage that he threw towards. Either way, that wasn't going to be caught. And now a flag will be thrown as there was movement before the snap. We haven't had many penalties in this game tonight. Watch, now that I say that, we're going to get a lot of penalties here in the rest of this game. It's a false start for the Bears. So they move back 5, make it 2nd and 15. Backed up to the 30. Williams throws it deep, and it's intercepted. It's picked off by the Rams. Durant again. His 2nd interception of the night. And they are back in business once again. Gets right in front of Luther Burden, the intended receiver for the interception, and the Rams get their 2nd interception on Caleb Williams. Wow. That was the last thing Chicago needed. Wow. 2nd interception of the night for Caleb Williams. And Durant picked them off again. All right, I gotta run to the bathroom. I will be right back. The heck? Did the Rams seriously go 3-and-out and not pick up a first down whatsoever? Oh, yes, they did. Lord have mercy, man. I completely missed the Rams' drive. Wow. They were not able to pick up any yardage whatsoever either. Like, they were just stuck at midfield. Ugh. And they punt it right back to the Bears as it goes into the end zone for a touchback. Good Lord. They went 3-and-out and didn't even make any progress. Well, good to know I didn't miss much. Whoops. All right. Bottomless pancakes? What the hell, IHOP? What kind of offer is that? So what, are there select combos that get you like unlimited pancakes or something? Why not just call it unlimited? Or all you can eat pancakes? Like, what the hell is the point of bottomless? The hell does that even mean? Maybe I just don't understand it, but bottomless seems like a weird term to call pancakes unlimited. Love how the graphics team thought it was a fourth down when it's really a first down. Here's Williams, throws to Luther Burden. Can't pick up much. Maybe a yard, if anything. It's just defensive dominance continuing on. Second down from the 20. They'll try and hand off to Manungai. He will pick up 8 down to the 28-yard line. It'll be third down and 2. Oh, wouldn't this be something if both of these teams were to go into overtime? Because we haven't had a single score change this whole second half. Ever since the game got tied at halftime, this whole third quarter has been defensive dominance. Third down and 3. Williams with time. Now running out of it. Pressured out to his right. Pass is caught. First down, Manungai. Bears move the chains. All right. First down from the 37-yard line. Play clock winding down. They got to get this off quick. And did they get it off? Yes, they did. Out to Manungai. Down to the 41. They barely got that off in time. Second down at 6. Williams going to run. And he's going to be very close. I think he might have picked up the first down. Yes, he... Oh, no, another saying no, he didn't. Oh, stepped out just short. All right, third down and 1. Gonna run a play here. Manungai. Denied! The Rams push him way back! And that'll be the end of the third quarter. All right, third quarter is over. Well, will say this: it could have been wrestling that whole third quarter and not have called any plays. But I chose to do so just because I'm committed. This is the last game of the division of the weekend. Cannot take any time off here. I have got to do this. All right, one more quarter to go. All right, here is the punt by Chicago on 4th and 2. Little surprised they didn't go for it, but with how close it is, I don't blame him. All right, so kick goes into, or punt is fair, caught at the 7. Lord have mercy. Can't speak. First drive, 14 plays, 85 yards, 6 first downs, 7 points. Good Lord. Last 7 drives, 31 plays for 89 yards, 6 first downs, and just 3 points. Jesus Christ. First down, here is a handoff to Kyron Williams. Powering through. He'll pick up 8. Second down, they push him through, and Kyron Williams will pick up the first down. First down. First down, handoff denied. No gain. Second down, here is Parkinson with a big run. Colby Parkinson to the Bears 45. On first down, they hand off again. Kyren Williams picks up 4. Brings up 2nd and 6. Stafford throws, tipped and incomplete. They had a chance at an interception. Went in the direction of a Bears defender, could not come away with it. 3rd and 6. Third down at 6. Stafford. Pass is caught. Nacua. First down inside the 30. Down to the 28. Rams are all of a sudden finding some momentum here on this drive. Stafford on first down. Throws it up and incomplete. Receiver was well covered. $11:18 left in this game. On second down, Stafford over the middle. Pass is caught. First down. Or is it? Bears come down with it at the end. Intended for Davante Adams. Did it get ripped away from him before the catch was completed? Officials are getting together to see who's got it, and they rule it a first down for the Rams. The Bears could challenge this. Oh! Adams' knee was down before that ball got ripped out. It was close, but that knee is down when Adams has possession. It's a first down for the Rams. The Bears could challenge it, but it's clear as day. That is a first down catch for Davante Adams. His first catch, I think, of this whole game. Because he never had a reception in the first half and never had any in the entirety of the third quarter. Till now. First down from the 16. Give to Kyren Williams on the left side. Tripped up and brought down to the 12. Give to Williams again on second at 6. Just short of the first down, but he picks up 5. It'll be 3rd and 1. Here's Stafford on 3rd down. End zone. Incomplete. Pass is broken up. It's 4th down. And do the Rams play aggressive or do they just take the field goal? Rams are going for it. It is 4th and 1 from the 7. Here's a handoff to Nacua. He'll get the first down at the 5. A reverse to Puka Nacua will give them the first down. It'll be 1st and goal at the 5. Could we have our first instance of scoring in this second half? The Rams are getting very close. 1st and goal. Here's Williams on the right side. He is in! Touchdown, Rams! Our first score of the second half. Kyren Williams has given the Rams the lead back. Whew. Here is the extra point by Mevis. It is good. And the Rams are back on top 17-10. Oh, boy. So now they get to talk about the Bears' biggest turnaround. Last week against the Packers in the wild card round was their largest postseason comeback in team history. Their first postseason win since 2010, which ended the longest drought in the NFC. And they've had 7 wins when trailing in the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter, most in NFL history. So do not count the Bears out, even though they're trailing right now. We've seen that they are kings of the comebacks. Here is the kickoff to the Bears. Here's Duvernay on the return with a burst of speed down to the 36. This postseason, we've had 14 lead changes in the fourth quarter, and 5 teams have won after trailing in the final 3 minutes. Both most in postseason history. One of the craziest postseasons we've had ever. And Caleb Williams, when trailing in the second half, has had most yardage in the NFL and second most rushing yards, I think. I didn't even see the graphic in time. They didn't show it on the screen quick enough, but Caleb Williams very productive when the Bears are trailing. First down from the 36. Pass is tipped and incomplete and could have very well been intercepted. Intended for Benedette, number 79. Not entirely too sure why they would go with somebody who I'm honestly not even too familiar with in terms of the name. Especially considering this half, Caleb Williams has only had 2 completions for 8 yards and a pick. Second down. Williams going to try to run. He gets out of a tackle. Caleb Williams off to the races. Out of bounds inside the Rams' 40-yard line to the 36. Boy, that hit, at first it looked like he wasn't going to get much. But once he broke away from that tackle, he took off and never looked back. A big first down in Rams territory. I need to get water here because my voice is starting to not feel too good. Freaking empty, of course. Here's a handoff to Swift on first down. Brought down to the 33, 32-yard line. Second down at 6. Coming up on 7 minutes left in the game. Here is Swift again. Down to the 29. It'll be third and short. Third and 1. Here's a handoff to Monangai. It's going to be close. I don't know if he picked it up or not. They signal to move forward. He picked up the first down. First down from the 33. Williams fakes the toss. Looking. Pump fakes. Throws. Incomplete for Colston Loveland. .548 remaining in this game. On second down, and I take that back, they're at the 27. Williams throws it up over the middle, throws it too high. It's going for Olamide Zaccheaus, but severely overthrew him. It's now third down and 10. On third down, Williams throws to his right. Jumping catch for Odunze. It's caught at the 11, first down. But there's a flag down as well. Odunze with the catch for now. And it's roughing the passer on the Rams. They take the 15-yard penalty because it would have gotten them closer. Automatic first down for the Bears. Oh, let's see where the roughing the... Oh, that is clear roughing the passer. Use the helmet to initiate contact on Williams' shoulder. That is clear roughing the passer. And it's now first and goal at the 5. Here we go. Toss to Swift. Through the middle. Doesn't quite get in. Down to about the 2-yard line. 5 minutes remain in this game. Second and goal coming up for the Bears. Second and goal from the 3. Swift again. Trying to get there. Down to the 2, and that's it. And it'll now be third and goal from the 2-yard line. Third and goal from the 2. Swift on the right side. Tries to hurdle a man, and that doesn't work. Oh, Lord have mercy, and this just got a whole lot more interesting. Well, that was... I understand him wanting to hop over a defender, but there was another one right next to him. Oh, surprise, Swift didn't even fumble the ball. He held on to it against all odds. But now it's fourth down and goal, and what do you do here? Here we go. They're going for it on fourth and goal. Williams, incomplete! And the risk that the Bears have been taking on fourth down come back to haunt them once again. Intended for Luther Burden, broken up by the Rams. They will take over, and it's a turnover on downs. And the Rams could very well be on their way to the NFC Championship. Wow. And the Bears, who risked it a lot on those fourth downs, and the failures they had have come back to haunt them once again. It's technically still not over yet. The Bears could still get a stop, but they would have to do it sooner rather than later because it's now or never. They can't. If they don't get a stop here, they're done. You can forget about the Bears making it to the NFC Championship at this point. First down from the 2. Handoff to Kyren Williams, only gets down to the 5. Brings up second down. 2:58 remaining, though. Time is not on the Bears' side. I believe they will burn their first time out. The Bears have had 3 fourth down failures on all the times that they've gone for it. 2 for 6 on fourth downs against Green Bay in the wild card game, and tonight they've gone 1 for 4. Most failed attempts in the postseason on fourth down is, I think, in the 1960s. Second down and 8 from the 4. Back to Williams. Williams on the right side. He's going to get the first down. Bears are still going to burn their second timeout, but this just got a lot tougher for Chicago. 1 more first down, and the Rams are moving on. Oh, wait, timeout wasn't used because Williams stepped out of bounds, which honestly might have been a mistake. First down from the 14. Now the Rams have some breathing room. Back to Williams. Tackle behind the line down to the 11. Now the Bears will burn their second timeout. Or, what are they doing? Why are they not burning a timeout right now? Wouldn't it be ideal to use your timeouts before the 2-minute warning to give yourself a chance? What the heck are they doing? They're just letting it run down to the 2-minute warning. What the heck are they doing? I mean, maybe if they get a stop on second down, then they'll use it, but oh, Lord have mercy. Here goes Kyren Williams again on second down, and I think now they use the timeout. Oh, my God. I was about to say. So the Bears use their second timeout, and it's now 3rd and 10. Now, I understand the aggressiveness now that I think about it, because they didn't call a timeout on the first down. They called it after the second down. But they still have to stop him here. Oh, Jesus. Switch over to third down. Lord have mercy. Third down, another handoff, and that will not get it. Fourth down, and we are now at the 2-minute warning. And the Rams are going to have quite the decision on their hands here. It would be 4th and 6, but deep in their own territory. I don't think they want to go for it. I think they might punt it. We will see what the Rams end up doing, but we are at the 2-minute warning. What a way to wrap up the divisional weekend. They could very well tie it. I will be right back. All right. So here is the punt to the Bears. I didn't get a chance to see the spot. But let's see where the Bears are going to start. Because basically they got to go down the length of the field. Bears have had 7 wins when trailing in the final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Here we go. 150 remaining. Holy cow, the Bears are going to start from midfield. Oh boy. Here we go. First down. Williams over the middle. Incomplete for Luther Burden, and Durant damn near had the hat trick that could have ended this game. He almost had his 3rd interception of the night, and it could have ended it. Oh, off of Durant's fingertips. Wow. Incomplete there. 2nd and 10, 1:45 remaining. Williams throws, caught! Colson Loveland to the 32. First down, Chicago. They're going to save that timeout for now. 1:30 remaining and counting. They're now at the Rams' 32. Give to Swift up the middle. Swift with running room. First down to the 19-yard line. Bears hustle once again. They know that they don't want to score too fast, but they also know it's not guaranteed. First down from the 20. Williams throws, passes caught, Luther Burden down to the 13. We're down to 45 seconds remaining. Bears have got to pick up the pace here. 2nd and 4. From the 14. Williams to his right, incomplete for Luther Burden. Just overthrew him and it bounced off of his right hand. Clock stops at 31 seconds. It's 3rd and 4. Oh, boy. Here we go. 3rd and 4 from the 14. Williams throws it away. He panicked and just got rid of it. And now it all comes down to this. A 4th down and 4. They've gone 1 for 4 on 4th down attempts this game. Can they convert this 4th down and keep their chances of punching their ticket to the NFC Championship alive? Or will it all fall? And a timeout taken by the Rams. They burned their first one. This is it, folks. Season is on the line for the Bears. It's a 4th and 4. Again, they need to convert this if they want to keep their chances of the NFC Championship, or their chances of advancing to the NFC Championship alive. Here we go. Season on the line for the Bears. 4th and 4. Pressure coming. Williams flushed back. Way back. Has to throw it as far as he can. And it's caught. Touchdown. Commit. Unbelievable! The pressure from the Rams forced Williams to go all the way back inside the 35, damn near the 40, and Williams somehow found Cole Kmet for the touchdown. But now Cairo Santos for the extra point to tie it. Good snap, good hold, kick is good. We are tied. Unbelievable. They've done it again. The Chicago Bears have proven that they are the comeback kids in this season. Wow. I gotta see this again. The Rams' pressure forced Williams to throw it from the 40-yard line, and Cole Kmet made the catch in the corner of the end zone. He was flushed out so far back. Williams just threw it as far as he could, and Kmet was right there for the score. That was insane. The Bears are still alive. Wow. And guess who Kmet beat in coverage? The man that picked off Caleb Williams twice in this game. He beat Durant in coverage, and the Bears have tied this game up at 17-all. Unbelievable. And the way they converted that fourth down was unreal. Here's the return to the Rams. Runs into his own man and goes down to the 26. Ooh. Well, unless the Rams want to try something crazy, they could very well send this to overtime. Do they just take a knee, or do they try something crazy here? Looks like they're just going to take a knee. And who would have thought this would be happening once again in the divisional weekend? Game 1 went to overtime, and now Game 4 is going to overtime. Holy cow. When this divisional weekend started, the Bills and the Broncos went into overtime. And Denver won that game. It's crazy to think that this divisional weekend is going to start with a game that went to overtime, and it's now going to end with a game going into overtime. Unbelievable. I got to listen to the toss, but as a reminder, rules for the postseason OT, 15-minute quarters. Each team will have the opportunity to possess the ball. Team leading after each has had an opportunity to possess the ball wins. If teams remain tied after each has had a single possession, it's sudden death. Next score wins. Game cannot end in a tie. Each team gets 3 timeouts per half, and all replay reviews will be from New York. No challenges allowed. And the Bears have won the toss. They will kick this and the Rams will start with it. Oh, buddy, we're going to overtime in Chicago. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some water and we'll be ready to go. Don't go anywhere, folks. This is getting crazy. All right, here we go. Oh, come on. I dropped my earbud down on the floor, and I can't see in this dark area. Lord have mercy. All right. Oof. Shine that flashlight in the camera. All right, here we go. Cairo Santos to kick this away, and off we go with overtime. Here's the return. Down to the 27-yard line. And here comes Matthew Stafford. This game, he's got 17 completions for 215 yards. Stirring up this cup of water because, boy, am I going to need it here. The last game of the divisional weekend heading into overtime, just like the first one did. First down from the 27 for the Rams. They give to Kyron Williams inside the 30, down to the 34. And a hot start for the Rams on the ground. Gotta chisel my way through this ice. Jesus Christ. It's like, take too long to do this? The ice is just gonna stick together. Don't like that. There's nothing like it. All right. 2nd and 3. Williams, right up the middle, not quite going to get the first down, only a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 1. Just short of the first down. Third and 1. Play clock winding down. Toss to Corum. In a ton of trouble. They got him behind the line. Missed on the first attempt. Did not on the second. Fired with the stop. It's 4th down. And the Rams are going to have to punt this away. Corum got out of the first 2 tackle attempts from the first 2 defenders, but then 2 more came in right at him and brought him down. And the Rams are going to punt this to Chicago, and now we're at sudden death. Next score wins as the Bears get it back. Fair caught at the 15-yard line by Duvernay. And here we go. The last drive, Williams went 3 completions for 38 yards and a touchdown. All they need to do is get into Cairo Santos' field goal range, and they'll have a chance to punch their ticket to the NFC Championship. And again, it's sudden death. Next score, no matter how it's achieved, will win the game. First down from the 16-yard line for the Bears. Williams flushed out to his left. Pitches it to Kmet. Kmet will be close to the first down. Did he get it? Yes, he did. A gain of 11. First down. Did he step out at any point? No, he did not. That's a first down. Oh, boy. Remember, game cannot end in a tie. So this game, well, hang on, hold that thought for a second. Here's a handoff to Swift on first down in a ton of trouble, and he'll be backed up to the 25. Loses a couple yards. But as I just said a few seconds ago, game cannot end in a tie. If these two teams are still tied by the time the clock runs out in this overtime period, they're just going to go right to another one. They keep going until a winner is declared. Second and 13. Williams will throw. DJ Moore's got the catch. I think forward progress will put him down to the 34. But it's still not enough for the first down. Third and 4. From the 33. Williams in trouble out to his right. He's going to run for it. He gets the first down. A gain of 5. Bears move the chains once again. And he also had great awareness to keep both feet in bounds to ensure he would pick up the first down before somebody forces him out. Bears move the chains. They pick up a first down at the 38. Williams fakes the handoff to Monangai. Now throws his way. Monangai, I should say. I believe he picked up 6. So caught in the moment, I said his name wrong. Monangai. Monangai picks up 6. It's second and 4. Fix my hair a little bit. That didn't help. All right. Second down and 4 from the 44. Toss to Swift. 2 Rams players in front of him. He gets tackled behind the line. He's going to lose 3 yards. Third and 7 coming up for the Bears. Third and 6 from the 42. Williams hit it. Will throw. Caught by Kmet. Not quite enough for the first down, and it's now 4th and 1. But it's now 4th and doable. A 4th and 1, but we've seen this fail too. I'd imagine the Bears go for it. The spot in the NFC Championship is on the line here. They will continue to be aggressive and go for it. It's 4th and inches. What do they do here? Williams going to try to get it himself, and he'll easily pick it up to midfield. First down, Chicago. Just ran it on the left side. Offensive line protected him well enough. And even Kmet threw a key block that allowed Williams to get that first down. Seven and a half minutes left in this overtime period. First down from midfield. Give to Monangai. Only going to get 2 yards. But better than losing yards. Bears fans getting extremely hopeful. Wouldn't this be something if the Bears made it to the NFC Championship? 2nd and 8 from the 48-yard line of the Rams. Williams with time. Throws over the middle. It is intercepted. Picked off by Curl of the Rams defense. Caleb Williams throws his third interception, and Matthew Stafford will get his chance. The Bears do the worst thing they could have done. Turn it over. Wow. Curl bobbled it, but it never touched the ground. Interception for the Rams, and they could very well be on their way to Seattle if they can run the length of the field. But the problem is they've had a hard time doing so as of this second half. And they'll take over from their own 22-yard line. Toss to Nacua. In some trouble immediately. He'll get 4 yards. Actually make that just 2, down to the 25. Just taking deep breaths. 2nd and 6. Stafford throws wide open. Parkinson. First down, Rams. This defense is going to have to step up if the Bears want to get the football back. Remember, next score wins. From the 41, Stafford with time. Bad throw. Is that caught by Adams? Yes, it is. First down, LA. Another look to make sure. Oh, that's a catch. Holy cow, what a catch by Davante Adams. Little toe drag swag to secure it. I think they're going to review it, though. Yep, they're going to review it. They're going to take a look at the catch by Adams to see if he caught it. Oh, that's close, but to me it looks like he's got it. Oh, well, did he maintain full control of it as he went down? That's going to be what they're going to look for. Oh, boy, that's close. Did Adams have both feet in bounds when he gained control of that football is the question. Could they maybe have gone up in midair after he gained control? If that was the case, it would have been incomplete. So they're taking a look at it right now, and then, well, here's the ruling. And it will stand. First down, LA. Davante Adams will have the catch. .5:33 left in this overtime period. The Rams continue their drive with another first down. Corum in the backfield. They're at the Bears 47. They'll give to Corum. Right up the middle. Gets a gain of 4. Brings up second down. Stafford on second down. Pass is incomplete. It got broken up. Batted down at the line. It'll be 3rd and 6. Oh, got a hand on it. . and 6 from the 43. And the Rams will use their first timeout. Third and 6 from the 43. Stafford pressure, pass, caught, Nacua, first down to the 30, to the 27. And they're well in Mevis's field goal range. Do they try to end it now or do they keep going? They're going to run another play on offense. First down from the 27. Corum up the middle. Down to the 24. This clock's going to keep winding down, but the Rams are planning on bringing out Harrison Mevis here very soon. Second down and 7. And whistles are blown as we have a timeout. Rams use their second timeout. Harrison Mevis getting ready just in case. Second down at 7. Stafford going for it all. Incomplete for Colby Parkinson. In double coverage. Could not haul it in. Third down. Oh, off his right hand. Almost made a one-handed grab. Oh, my God. Oh, boy. All right, third down at 7. Stafford going for it all again. Incomplete. Ferguson could not make the catch. It's fourth down. C.J. Gardner-Johnson just gets a hand on it, got an arm to the football and broke it up. So now it comes down to the leg of Harrison Mevis. The official distance of this field goal is 42 yards to send the Rams to the NFC Championship game. The snap, the hold, the kick is good! And the Rams are moving on! Harrison Mevis delivers in the clutch. The Rams are off to the NFC Championship game to face the Seahawks. And the Bears are going home. That interception iced it and ended their season. Oh, man. What a way for divisional weekend to come to an end. The first and the last games going to overtime. Oh, buddy. Could have very well had a 2 seed versus 1 seed for each of the conference championships, but Williams just threw that basically game-ending interception. And that's it. Harrison Mevis delivered. The Rams are moving on to the NFC Championship, and the stage is set for Championship Sunday. So, the AFC Championship will have the New England Patriots taking on Jarrett Stidham and the Denver Broncos. And for the NFC Championship, the Rams are going back on the road and to a familiar stadium because it's going to be round number 3 of another divisional rivalry. We saw this happen last year. Or was it 2 years ago? I want to say it was... I'm going to have to check on it, but I'm pretty sure the NFC Championship last year was a divisional battle. It was. The NFC Championship game was an NFC East rivalry between the Commanders and the Eagles. This year, it's going to be an NFC West showdown. Round 3 for the NFC Championship in Seattle as the Rams will face the Seahawks. Both 1 seeds have advanced. And we are down to 4. Patriots, Broncos, and Rams, Seahawks. 2 of these teams will be moving on to Super Bowl 60, while the other 2 will fall short. But with that being said, folks, that is it. Divisional weekend is behind us. Now we set our sights on Championship Sunday next week. But for now, folks, that is going to wrap things up here for this second round of the postseason, the NFL playoffs. Like I said, no more Saturday streams, no more Thursday streams, no more Monday streams. It's only Sunday streams from here on out, and we're down to 3 left. 2 of them will take place next Sunday, and the following Sunday after that will be... Or, actually, it probably won't. Or the following 2 Sundays after that. You know how this works. But either way, we'll be back next Sunday for Championship Sunday. And I'm going to go prep those thumbnails because, buddy, are we going to have some good matchups in store. But until then, thank you so much for joining me here on Divisional Weekend. And until next Sunday when I see you all for the championships, I'm Rose JC signing off for now, saying thanks for watching. Hope everybody has a safe week and a safe Martin Luther King Jr. Day tomorrow. And let's meet back here next Sunday as we have Championship Sunday unfolding. in the 2025-26 NFL season. Until then, peace out, everybody. What a crazy divisional weekend this was.